This little robot can vacuum and mop. Let's check it out. Dave Taylor here, and I want to talk about chores. You know, mopping and vacuuming. They're tedious, no one likes to do them, but it's pretty darn important to have a clean space. If you have pets, if you live in an area where there's lots of construction, your house just gets dirty. So having something where it can do that work for you, huge blessing. Having the ability to automatically have the vacuum run every 2 a.m. without you waking up, and every morning you wake up, your house is just a little bit cleaner than it was when you went to bed, what a win. That's what this is. This is one of a huge number of options in the robot vacuum space. This is the Roborock Q10 S5 Plus robot vacuum and mop. And I'm going to show you all sorts of demos of it working on different surfaces, including an extreme super close-up. But before we get there, let me tell you a little bit about it. Easiest way to start is to pop this little lid off, and then you'll notice there's a bin here. And so this actually stores the dust as it works, and it also has water in it for mopping. And here's what's super important is that when this comes up to its dock, which is what this is, it automatically pulls the dust out into here, and this actually uses a standard vacuum bag. Let me sort of move some stuff around and open this up, and you can see on the top that it's just a regular vacuum bag like you'd have with an upright vacuum, and you just run this until the app says, you need to change your vacuum bag. Let's feel how we're doing. I still got plenty of space, which is nice. And then you just put in a new bag, and then you're probably good for, well, hopefully 3 to 6 months. It obviously depends on how dirty your place is, but really super easy to work with. This thing automatically docks. It automatically goes into vacuum mode. In fact, let's switch to some footage just so you can see how that works. One of the things you might have noticed was this stuck on the floor just in front of the dock. And the reason for this is because when it has water and it's mopped, that mop surface, and I'll show you that in a second, is going to be wet. So you don't want a wet mop sitting on your carpet or your wood floor. So there's this. You put it right in front, you take off all the tape, and then it just stays in place. And this is where the wet mop sits, which is pretty handy. So let me get this off there. And so now let's look underneath. So you can see here's that mopping surface, and we can actually take this off if we want. So you can see that this also is a replaceable thing. You obviously want to replace it as it gets really super scroungy. It is wet because I have been mopping. I'll show you that in a second. But I also want to show you that I have been using this for a couple of months now. And what do you not see? You don't see hair tangled all over it. So it has a lot of anti-tangle elements to it. And so here's the edge brush, and here's the main roller brush. And again, there's no hair or dust on it. I mean, well, okay, there is dust on it because it is actually vacuuming, but it's really pretty simple. This rolls, and as that rolls, there's suction here that pulls it into that container, which then pulls it into the vacuum bag. So it's all very ingenious. And as you can see on the front here, there's actually a camera. So it is a smart device. So it has a camera for obstacle avoidance. And then this on top is actually what's known as LiDAR. So this is actually sending and bouncing signals off of the various surfaces, and it's building a map, which it then uses to figure out how to vacuum most efficiently. All of that you see in the app. I actually really like the apps for these programs, but again, tiny bit more specs. So 10,000 pascals of suction, And it can be noisy, but that depends on what level you turn it to. On balanced mode, it's about 65 decibels. If you want it to vacuum every night, I'd put it on probably one of the lowest suction levels, and it'll be so quiet that unless you're like having it vacuum under your bed, you probably won't hear it. Dual anti-tangle design, and then the mop actually can lift or lower 8 millimeters. The idea being that if the system senses that you're on carpet, it will actually lift the mop off and then just do the vacuuming. And then when it gets back to a hard surface, it drops back down and continues mopping. The mop also vibrates. So it actually is moving 3,000 times a minute. And the idea of that is it's sort of scrubbing to get the dirt off and everything. And I found it works pretty well. We'll come back to my sort of evaluation in a little bit. So there's also a deep plus mop mode, which actually has the whole system move more slowly. So it's sort of a more intense mopping motion, which is obviously really good. With the camera, they use what they call reactive tech, obstacle avoidance, and the LiDAR also, again, builds a map. In fact, let me show you real quick what those maps look like. They say it's a 70-day dock. I've been running it longer than that, and the bag doesn't need changing yet. It's a 2.7 liter vacuum bag, so it's pretty decent size. I mean, really, the majority of this is just space for that vacuum bag. So this is just a very simple dock where it just sucks that out from this through, see maybe a little better this way, through this little sort of portal, and it just sucks it right into that vacuum bag. So pretty darn easy here. This does need to be plugged in, but this is also the charging base. So what I've done is I've just sort of tucked it in a corner of my main floor, and it works really well. It is compatible with Google Home and Alexa if you want to do that. And this unit has a 5200 milliamp hour battery. And one of the cool things in the app is it can do off-peak charging. But what I want to do is I want to show you some demos. So let's start with it actually vacuuming a hardwood floor. And I'm going to speed this up a lot so you can see how it covers that space. Next, let's look at a mopping demo. And what you want to look at here is the mop sort of streaks from the water. So you can see that it doesn't actually mop the full width of the device. It actually mops the two sides of it, and then it goes back and it mops the center. Again, I've obviously sped this up quite a bit because you really don't want your robot vacuum running quite that fast. That would be a little alarming. That's most of it. Now, let's jump into the app just for a minute here. I'm going to show you just some of the basics of it because it does make it really a pleasure to work with. And I'm not going to actually turn the vacuum on because it's on my kitchen counter. That would not work well, right? But you can see here is that it is sleeping, and I can tap on enter. And so now it's loading a really confused map. And that's because I actually have been moving it to different areas to get some of this test footage. So this is what the regular map looks like. A little bit less chaotic. And so from this point, if I tap on vac and mop on the lower left, you can see there's a lot of different modes. So I can say I only want to vacuum, and then I can say, let's do quiet mode, but let's do it twice. And I can choose cleaning preferences. I can do vacuum, then mop, and we'll do turbo. We'll do max. No, we'll do super max plus. And water volume, I think the idea of that is how much water it's actually pushing out as it's mopping. And so to me, I want that to be on maximum because I want the maximum amount of water coming out. And then cleaning route preferences, you can see there's a lot you can do here. I can tap on dock at any point and it will stop its cycle and just move back to the dock. And if there's enough dust in there, it will actually empty it. But if we go to settings on the top right, you can see that the last cleaning I did was 21 minutes long. And in total, it has done 918 minutes of cleaning. I told you I've been using this for a while. You can schedule cleanings if you want to. You can go into maintenance mode and you can see all of the different components, and obviously anything that gets banged up or ends up worn out, you can replace. And we can get into carpet cleaning and floor cleaning and auto empty settings. In fact, auto empty is interesting. So I have it set to every 30 minutes, pause, go back to the dock and empty yourself, and then get back to your job. And I do that because sometimes my daughter's dog comes over and he sheds like a lunatic. And so it can end up being so full that by the time it's at the end of its route, it's less efficient. So it's easy for me to actually go and make that modification. And AI obstacle avoidance, that's definitely something you want to turn on. And if you noticed in all my footage, it really never touched anything. The only difference is that in this one close-up, let me show you this one super close-up of it working on carpet, and you will notice that it does touch the camera, only barely, but I'm not holding the camera, so it just has the lightest of touches, and it's pretty impressive. Map management, robot voice, you can change all sorts of things, and perhaps most importantly, you can also check for firmware updates, and luckily my firmware is up to date, and that's pretty much the majority of what you have here with the app, and obviously that makes it a pleasure to work with. However, remember, it is smart home enabled, so you can say something like, "Hey Google, start vacuum." And it'll just start vacuuming. I mean, really, we live in an amazing time that we can do that. How much nicer than thinking, oh man, when was the last time I vacuumed my floor? Yeah, let me go ahead and do that. So having it be a little task with high frequency is way better than anything else. So that's everything I got here. So now let's talk about how it works. And what I will say is that it's a really good vacuum, and it's a pretty good mop. But I want to be honest, I have tried out a lot of robot vacuum and mop combinations, and none of them do a great job mopping. None of them really compare to me putting in a little elbow grease and looking at what I'm doing and doing everything exactly like how I want, all the full coverage. And if there's a spot that's a little dirty, I'll go and work on that a little extra. And so I think to some extent it might be about expectations. This does a much better job than me doing nothing. And that's really a lot of what I want. So I can have this in mop mode and it can just go and mop occasionally, and my floor looks cleaner than it did before it worked. Is that as good as me mopping myself? No. Is it good enough that it's absolutely worth it? Oh, heck yeah. I don't enjoy mopping. I don't enjoy vacuuming. So the fact that this can do those jobs for me, and it can go under tables, and what I love is it can go under beds. So historically, when people vacuum their bedrooms, they don't go under the bed because it's a hassle. So under the bed lurk these evil dust bunnies. Well, not when you have one of these, because these can go under the bed super easily because they only need that much clearance. So that, you know, that's plenty enough under really the vast majority of bed frames. So really a lot to like here. There are so many choices in the robot vacuum space that I think that you should definitely do your comparison shopping, but this is a really solid option and it's at a decent price. It's really something where, especially with this dock that has its own vacuum bag and everything, it really takes all the fuss out. First gen, you had to actually take out the compartment and you had to empty the little tray. Blech. Not a fan of that. Having it all go into the vacuum bag with no human touching involved, huge win. So definitely this is one to check out if you're in the market for a robot vacuum and mop, and I know you are because your house probably could be just a little cleaner than it is. No judgment. Anyway, definitely one to check out. We do need to talk price. Before we get there, I'm going to invite you to subscribe to my channel. Click or tap on that subscribe button, hit that bell icon for notifications, and give me a thumbs up if you found this video to be of value. Excellent. Great. This is the Roborock Q10 S5 Plus robot vacuum and mop. And it comes in black or white. The white's a really cool looking unit too. And it is $549.99, currently discounted down, way down to $279.99 at Amazon.com. So for, honestly, the cost of having a maid service come maybe twice, you can get this and it'll just vacuum and mop quietly every night or whenever you want it to work forever. And that's a pretty good deal. So that's what I got. I need to get this back on the floor because I need to finish up that vacuuming sequence. So I'll hope to catch you in my next video.